Capricorns, sorry, I tried to keep recording this and then my phone was doing something really weird. Okay, so this is your end of the month reading from November the 16th to the 31st. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising. You could be in the energy as well. Okay, I've already shuffled the cards. And sorry that this is a little delayed, but I've just been really busy, so I thank you for your patience. Okay, beginning of the read, you have the King of Cups popping out here. King of Cups can represent a water sign. Could be, again, it could be Pisces, Scorpio, or why is my brain today? Cancer here. So there might be some kind of celebration that has to do with a water sign. They could be a little bit older than you, Capricorn. Or this is just kind of a new emotional beginning for you here, where we kind of feel at the top of our emotional game. There's some kind of celebration going on as well. So maybe, again, some of you might be having this celebration with this water sign coming up here. Maybe this is like a big function or something like that. Maybe this is a celebration, an anniversary. I'm kind of trying to figure out what it is here, but whatever it is, it's kind of wrapped around emotions. You're going to be feeling really good about this celebration, kind of whatever it is, very emotionally kind of content. We have the Page of Wands in reversed here, plus we have the 10 of Swords in reversed here. So interesting energy coming out. It feels like it's almost it's almost feeling to me like there is some kind of energy here that we are releasing, some kind of energy that was kind of defeatedness about life, kind of feeling like things maybe we weren't, what am I trying to say here, Capricorn? It's feeling like an energy where we weren't enthusiastic about life, that we weren't kind of really enjoying ourselves or feeling good about it, feeling like we were kind of maybe on the right path here. There's some kind of defeated pain here. And it's feeling like almost past pain. It's because we are healing from it, but it was almost something that we weren't enjoying ourselves, or we weren't seeing kind of the fruitfulness of life, or we were not seeing life as an adventure here, that we saw it as a failure, or we saw it as things will always go wrong. But we're kind of releasing that idea. We're releasing this idea of maybe being emotionally attached to our negative emotions and not as attached to our own kind of happiness here. Maybe we were kind of seeing things only focusing on the stuff that maybe wasn't going the way we wanted it to, or the negative things about life. And it feels like we're almost kind of moving into more of a positive sector, releasing some of that kind of old pain or the defeated energy that things won't kind of go our way. You have the Devil popping out here, which is Capricorn in the tarot deck here. So things what we are attached to. So what is this Devil energy about here? Feel this Devil energy is kind of energy, again, it could be dealing with your own self here, but it also represents things that you may be negatively attached to, things that are not good for us. This could be fear, this could be overthinking, this could be alcohol, drugs, this could be materialism. It can kind of be anything like that, things that are keeping us kind of tied down here. It's with the Queen of Swords, and it's with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I just kind of want to feel what this is kind of all about. It's feeling to me like even when things aren't moving in the way we want it to, or things that are not kind of turning, the wheel is not turning in our favor here, we're not going to let it affect us so much. We're not going to let that fear kind of take over, that kind of catastrophizing everything kind of feeling that we're getting. I don't know why I keep kind of going back to that, but that's the way it's feeling. There's things like that never work out. We're going to be a little bit more level-headed, I think, especially with having the Queen of Swords on the board. it feels like you're going to be more kind of intellectually on point. It feels like you're going to be kind of thinking about things a little bit more logically now, and not kind of feeling this kind of negative attachment to kind of fear. You're going to see things a lot more clearly. If some of you are kind of questioning a relationship with an air sign, that could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, this is kind of might be stating that things might not be turning out the way you wanted to with that. Let me get some more kind of cards popping out here. Maybe this is what we are kind of releasing here, the state of defeat. Yeah, there just seems like there's some sadness around this here. There's this, again, with the Five of Cups, it's all about focusing the energy on the cups that have fallen and not the ones that are still standing here. So it almost feels like we might be, something might not be going right with an air sign, or someone that is kind of a little bit, could be a little bit toxic here, that we're having a hard time releasing from, but it seems like there's going to be a little bit of disappointment around that. Again, I don't want you to move into a negative space. It feels like just because something doesn't work out, maybe it was not meant for you, you know. We got to trust it here a little bit. We got to trust that these cups that are still standing will kind of get us through here, because there is this kind of new emotional beginning and this emotional celebration in the beginning here. It is kind of feeling like we're deciding to move into a space where we're kind of going to look at the positive, that we're going to start celebrating our life, having that enthusiasm back, you know, not letting things like defeat us so much, standing kind of more in our own ground here. You know, even when things are sad or things don't go the way we want it to, we're going to still see the good in life. We're going to still see what there is to celebrate. We're still going to socialize and hang out with our friends, and do the things that make us feel happy, not let it kind of control us so much here. For Capricorn, please. Again, the universe has something new around the corner for you. So again, don't focus on these three cups, because you're focusing basically on these three cups that have fallen as well. This is the 4 into the 5 of Cups. It means the universe is trying to present you with something new. So make sure that you are keeping an open mind, because something else is on the way. The universe has something for you, and it feels like something maybe had to end here, or something that is happening in your current energy right now is happening for your kind of greater good, is happening so this other cup can kind of come in here, because again, in both of these pictures, they're focusing on those 3 cups. They are focusing on this one thing in their life, and they're not seeing the other things that are about to enter. You know, Capricorn, they're seeing kind of the cups that have fallen, that these 3 didn't work out, that we were spending all of our time looking at here. We weren't seeing the other cups we had. We weren't seeing the other things the universe was bringing in for us. So again, I don't want you to kind of move into this negative headspace, especially if things aren't going the way you want it to. Just keep that kind of emotional stability there, and keep celebrating your life, because the more love that you put out, the more love you will kind of get back here. I think you're going to be proud of yourself. I think you're going to kind of take a step back, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here, and just value yourself, value the work you've done. Maybe this is kind of emotional work, how far you've actually come here. So make sure you take that pause out these 2 weeks. Take the pause to look at like what you've accomplished, to kind of spots where you were kind of admiring yourself, admiring your work, admiring how proud you are that you've done this much so far, of how hard you worked here. And again, don't move into that negative headspace of fear that when things don't work out. Just understand things are always going to work out for you. Things are working out for your greater good, and keeping that energy so that you are receptive to what the universe is bringing to you. And be proud of yourself. You know, like, take one step a day. Just be like, you know what, I'm happy today that you know, I changed my mindset on this after a few years ago. I'm happy today that I'm really proud of the work I did maybe in this month of my life, or the soul work that I've done, or implementing this in my life, or moving away from this part of my life that doesn't serve me anymore. I'm proud of myself. So make sure we are saying those kind of affirming things to ourselves, and being proud of our own work here, because we'll be able to stand up for ourselves here. For Capricorn, please. Trusting things that are working out the way for, especially with the 9 of Wands here in reverse. You know, trusting that things will work out for us. Trusting, especially here with the Nine of Pentacles in reversed, it's just saying that there's a little bit of problem here with our self-love, how we talk to ourselves, how we value ourselves here. So it's moving into space that I think, and what this feels to me, is a space of, you know what, even if someone doesn't value me, it doesn't matter because I value myself. I take care of myself. I appreciate the work that I'm doing. And if someone doesn't, then whatever, maybe they're not for me, whether this has to do with a relationship, whether this has to do with a job, whatever it is here for you that is feeling like you're not feeling valued or it doesn't make you feel good about yourself. I don't know, it seems like now you're going to be kind of trusting yourself, trusting what you bring to the table, trusting, you know, your worth, trusting your value here, which is great. And I think whatever this devil energy here was, it's kind of, again, feeling like some kind of fear involved, some kind of maybe toxic or negative attachment. It's not going to stop us anymore because now we're trusting that in our own self and believing in our own self and valuing ourselves and knowing what our worth is. You know, we are trusting that worth. Even if someone says to you, like, I don't know, even if someone says to you, like, they don't get your work, they say your work is shit, or something like that. Yeah, because when people are hurt, they try to, I don't know, people always try to bring you down, especially to bring themselves up, and it just feels like here you're kind of saying no more to that, and you're kind of trusting the process here a little bit. You're trusting, you're like, no, my thoughts are actually a good idea. No, like, my input is actually valuable. You know, we're kind of building ourselves and building our self-confidence up back here. Maybe that is what you're celebrating. You're celebrating this kind of new emotional kind of stability with yourself. And this came out for another sign too. I believe it was Taurus. And Temperance popping up here, you know. We're really taking the time in these 2 weeks, Capricorn, to fill our own cup, to make sure that we are, you know, we are the ones kind of responsible for our own happiness here. We're stabilizing our energy. You know, we are seeing where energy needs to be moved within us. We're filling up our own cup because no one else is going to kind of do it for us. It's all about balance, balancing those energies. Once you're in balance, you know, the universe is going to kind of respond to that as well. So good, you're just filling up your own cup. You really am getting affirmations really strong. Right now, I feel like you're going to actually make a choice to kind of say more affirmations to yourself about your kind of self-worth or your value or the work that you do in general here. And you're really going to start valuing yourself that way, especially after if that comes with someone kind of you feeling like not valuing your work or things not working out for you. And that's going to relieve some of your stress and your anxiety that you're having right now. Here is when you start to value yourself. And again, when you fill your own cup, things kind of get calmer for you. Things kind of get at peace. You kind of are able to see things a lot clearly here, especially with the Queen of Swords coming out. And all of that is coming from your own self when you're not listening to that kind of like inner devil or a demon in your head that says fear is going to win, that you're not deserving, that you're not worth this. You know, when you let that side of your brain win, instead of kind of taking a step back and seeing everything the way to play out as it is and be like, no, that's just one side, that's your thought, and my thought here is going to be affirming, and I'm going to make sure that those two sides, you know, I'm equally feeling the good side of my brain that says I'm worth it, the good side of my brain that tells me, you know, things will work out for me. Feed that side of your brain, especially in these 2 weeks here. And you're going to feel a lot better. Your anxiety is going to be kind of lifted. I feel like you're going to be at calmer waters here. For some of you, Hierophant coming out, so maybe you're seeking some spiritual help or you're connecting spiritually to maybe the universe or Taurus energy here as well. We have Sagittarius on the board. But again, it feels like we might be moving towards trusting the universe a little bit more, trusting the timing you are on, and trusting why things are happening the way they're happening for you here. Becoming that priestess, the truth will be revealed. Moon card in reverse. The truth is going to come out here. You're going to see things clearly. The truth of your reality and the way your life is right now, you're going to see it. You're going to be like, oh my God, I was causing so much of this to myself because I was just seeing delusions. I was just listening to this devil side in my brain, and I was not seeing the other side. I was not seeing that things, even when I was at my lowest, things were kind of working in my favor, because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here. Do you understand what I'm saying with that? you're kind of, again, working on that inner energy, which I love to see. And it's going to be clear now. You're going to see, again, it feels like whatever this is, this fog energy, whatever it is that was holding us down here, it's going to be lifted from you. And it's going to be like releasing, like, oh, I just like see the truth now. I kind of maybe see like how I kind of spiral a bit, because I kind of move into space of only looking at the negative to my life and not feeding the other side, the positive in my life. So again, these 2 weeks you might be moving into that energy. And then once we're kind of at that, we're at that King of Cups. You're like celebrating because you're like, hey, I'm good now. I'm doing great. All right, so I'm gonna pull some oracle cards. For Capricorn, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, I love this card for you, because when I think this card, I honestly be like, well, what are the possibilities? But there's kind of a fun in kind of discovering things here. And this is adjacent possibilities. And sometimes I'm like, oh, this card, because I was like, it means there's other doors, there's other options here for you, Capricorn. Just so you know, it's many unconsidered options. I sometimes hate this card because I'm a Virgo and I'm just like, give me a clear answer. But again, it means there's kind of more things to discover. There's something else. There's another option here. And through maybe connecting to the universe, connecting through meditation, those kind of options might become a little bit clearer. So I'll just read it. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potential healthier, happier choices at hand. Yet, every moment gives you the option to open a different door and to take different courses, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. Unlike the indecision card, which indicates confusion or vacillation about which course to take, adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options and it's time to take a wider look at things. As you consider the many life choices available to you, feel free to be more and more empowered and motivated to make decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward movement. In terms of your goal, this card could indicate unknown or previously unconsidered ideas. Perhaps there's a marketing tool that you haven't thought of, a connection that you haven't tapped into, or even an entirely different direction, which could be more suited to you. Be conscious, be aware, be flexible, and be willing to take the new and different action now that's coming in with this Four of Cups here, right? Be open to something new. Be open, be flexible. Be aware. It sounds like you're kind of making a choice to kind of move away from something here, even though we kind of don't have those cards, but it just feels like we're kind of moving in a new direction of kind of one away from lack into being like, you know what? I can do whatever it is that I want to do. Life is an adventure and I'm excited to go after it. I'm going to go after the things that truly value me. I'm going to go after things that truly appreciate me, that make me feel my best. You're really kind of taking control that way. Jumping in, Andromeda energy. Adventure, say yes to change. Andromeda is a spiritual galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way, and it's believed that Andromedan starseeds are groups of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in chaos, to swim the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Do not wait for permission. Do not stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. The life bends for the courageous, and the courageous is what you're being called to be. You already are facing the right direction. The only thing left to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. Right? Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. Once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventure, to embrace your own ability to find a way to be calm in chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive, you came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run up and leap, and I think that is so important and such a good way to end our reading here, Capricorn. Time to take a chance, time to not let fear take over anymore. You got this, babe. Enjoy your life, celebrate, okay? This was your end of the month reading. I hope it helped.